just received my we're back to a new Looney Tunes Show video, and we're back on my reviewing of my favorite Looney Tunes Show episodes. And this is the very first episode that actually came out for the Looney Tunes Show. Yeah, this was the very first episode. And yeah, it starts with Bugs and Daffy watching this game show, and Daffy's trying to answer these questions, and yeah, again, it's this typical game show of asking these different questions to see to get the right answer. And this guy won $1,000. And yeah, of course, Daffy is wondering how he managed to win the money, and Daffy's never won anything. And yeah, of course, Bugs is trying to give him some questions to try to answer. And then, how much is this pack of gum? And of course, when Daffy fails to do it right, he's like, "Good luck with that." Trying to be on a game show. And yeah, we then see this Besties game show, which Daffy believes that they should go on that game show. And then later on, he actually got them for on the game show. And yeah, of course, Bugs is wanting more questions to ask Daffy more questions. And of course, he keeps saying pass. Like, what's his favorite color? Pass. And he doesn't even know Bugs' birthday. And yeah, piece of the Chinese food ends up going onto the ground, and he tries to vacuum it. And I don't know why. Daffy just seems a lot stupider in this episode. I mean, yeah, he does have a lot of stupid moments in the show. Again, I do remind y'all, this was the very first episode that came for the Looney Tunes show. But yeah, he definitely seemed a lot stupider in the first episode of this show when it first came out, I would say. And yeah, he ends up sucking in Speedy Gonzales and saying, "I thought you said you took care of the rat problem." And then he eats that piece of food that he vacuumed, like gross. And of course, yeah, Bugs is saying find another best friend to go on to that game show with you because of course he doesn't know anything about Bugs. And then yeah, he says that he'll do anything to be able to learn. And yeah, of course he falls asleep. And then Bugs basically tells the story basically of Superman. Yeah, on Krypton and him being sent away in this escape thing from his parents and given this golden carrot. This is basically Superman's story. Yeah, basically Superman's story. And of course, Daffy really believes you are from Krypton, and he's like, "No, you idiot!" Yeah, Daffy is not. He is just not that bright. I swear. And he's like calling Bugs Superman. And yeah, it's then we go to the game show, and yeah, we see the competitors, which of course Daffy and Bugs, and we see the two golfers as well. And yeah, the first question: what is Bugs Bunny's favorite food? And I swear to God, but Daffy though, of course, he answers it wrong. Obviously, it's carrots, and they get pied in the face. And then, yeah, the golfers manage to get theirs right and get 100 points. And then Bugs is saying that what is Daffy's middle name? And he's like, Sheldon. But Daffy changes it to Armando, and of course gets hit with fishes, even though he says your middle name is Sheldon. Yeah, Daffy's middle name is Sheldon, but he's like, but Armando sounds cooler. And then they're actually doing this after on seeing this montage of them doing questions. They're answering the opposite of what it actually is, and it seems to be actually pretty good so far until the Gophers have 600 points and Bugs and Daffy got 500 points. In this next point, whoever gets it will win 300 points. And what is your best friend's catchphrase? And yeah, the golfers managed to get it wrong, and I swear though, Daffy is not able to get Bugs' catchphrase. Obviously, all of us know what Daffy, or what Bugs' catchphrase is. What's up, Doc? Yep, right, what's up, Doc? And of course, they get launched into the ceiling. And the golfers manage to win this cruise. And of course, Bugs starts kicking Daffy. And of course, yeah, he's just very upset with Daffy though. I mean, you can't really blame Bugs. And of course he was like, and I would have loved to go on a cruise. And then yeah, Daffy then just sits in the car until it's daytime and he's like, well, if he's not gonna open the door for me, like then am I gonna have to fix my own breakfast? And then, yeah, he sees Speedy. And of course, Speedy is telling the truth. Like, you are not a good friend. You are a terrible friend. And Daffy is nothing without Bugs. Like, yeah, he's really speaking the truth. Saying that Daffy would be nothing without Bugs. Especially since Daffy is living with Bugs in the show, right? Being roommates. Or, yeah, roommates in the show. So, yeah, Speedy is actually right on. And, yeah, Daffy doing these weird things, even slamming his head as well, and this evil face he has, too. And he's got an idea. And that is actually giving Bugs that cruise that he always wanted. And yeah, even goes to the golfers and takes the shuffleboarding stick away from them. And of course, Bugs is like, I'm raiding and I don't want to play shuffleboarding. And he's like, yeah, me neither. And just throws the shuffleboarding stick off of the cruise ship. And then sitting next to Bugs, even saying, what's up, Doc? And then trying to play some jazz music and wanting to turn the page, which of course his finger gets caught in it, and then causing Bugs' life to flash before his eyes. And yeah, we see everybody in this cool room area with the captain. I'm guessing one of the main guys. And Daffy literally pulls the whole table towards Bugs because he's like, I didn't know what you want, so I brought the whole thing for you. And slaps this food out of this little kid's hand. Like, back off. This is for my best friend. And slaps it right out of this little kid's hand. Like, dang, Daffy. And of course, Bugs is like, you're embarrassing me. And yeah, he wants to present a toast to Bugs. And again, making him embarrassed. Just embarrassing Bugs. And even getting this juice, grape juice, or whatever. It's purple's drink that it has, but pouring it on this woman's dress. And yeah, of course, Bugs is telling him that he's got to stop that, and basically becoming a stalker and don't want to become like those golfers, and saying that he's his best friend. And yeah, then we see that apparently Daffy used Bugs' credit card to pay for the cruise. And he's like, I do actually know something about you. And he starts naming or saying the numbers of Bugs' debit card. And of course, Bugs shuts him up. Because, yeah, you're not supposed to say something like that towards loads of people. Are you crazy, Daffy? But yeah, a very crazy, interesting way for it being the first episode of the Looney Tunes show, though. I can definitely say. But yeah, I'd like to know what you think. See you next one.